Story of Dhul Qarnain. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنْ ذِي الْقَرْنَيْنِ. Now, this is an entire lecture and an entire tafsir altogether. I do not have time to go into Dhul Qarnain and the tafsir of Surah Al-Kahf, even though it's very juicy, maybe another time. What we do know, Dhul Qarnain, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, we gave him power in this world. And we allowed him a path everywhere. And he went to the easternmost, he went to the westernmost. There are stories mentioned in the Qur'an about Dhul Qarnain. He was a just king. He thanked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He found people of all different types and persuasions. And then the final one that is mentioned, the final group of people, حَتَّى إِذَا بَلَغَ بَيْنَ السَّدَّيْنِ. When he came to essentially a valley, there's two mountain slopes coming here. وَجَدَ مِن دُونِهِمَا قَوْمًا. He found a group of people. لَا يَكَادُونَ يَفْقَهُونَ قَوْلًا. They did not understand Dhul Qarnain. Dhul Qarnain did not understand them. In other words, this was a civilization that had no middle ground. In the good old days, once upon a time, before Google Translate, how did people translate from one another? There were people, intermediaries, who had traveled to both lands. Inevitably, you would find somebody who spoke Latin and Arabic, who spoke, this language and that language. You would find somebody. Dhul Qarnain went to such a faraway land that the language of those people and the language of Dhul Qarnain had no middle ground. So Allah is mentioning this is a far-flung civilization from where Dhul Qarnain came from. So how then did they communicate when there is no language? They communicated with signs. When you're in a tourist in a different land, in a strange land, and you have no language whatsoever, you are forced to communicate with your hands. And mashallah, you can communicate so much with your hands, right? When you really have to, you can figure things out. So they are communicating with their symbols, with their gestures. And so they say that, قَالُوا يَا ذَا قَرْنَيْنِ إِنَّ يَأْجُوجَ مَأْجُوجَ مُفْسِدُونَ فِي الْأَرْضِ. This is the first mention of Yajuj and Majuj. They say this group of people, Yajuj and Majuj, they are wreaking havoc in this world. So Dhul Qarnain, you are a mighty king, you are a powerful person, we will give you something. We will give you money, whatever is the symbol for money, and you build a wall. You protect us from those people. O Dhul Qarnain, you are clearly a man of intellect and power, a mighty king. You have a civilization we do not have. You have strength we do not have. So we want you to do something to protect us. So Dhul Qarnain has gone to the furthermost regions of the world, and there is a group of people even beyond that region. This is called Yajuj and Majuj. And this civilization is saying, we want protection. We'll pay you to build this barrier between us and them. So Dhul Qarnain says, I don't need your money. ما مكنني فيه ربي خير فأعينوني بقوة. I don't need your money. I have plenty. What are you going to give me? Rather, I understand these people are evil. So Dhul Qarnain sympathized with this other nation against Yajuj and Majuj. So Dhul Qarnain said, okay, these people are really bad, Yajuj and Majuj, I'll help you. What do I need from you? فَأَعِينُونِي بِقُوَّةٍ أَجْعَلْ بَيْنَكُمْ وَبَيْنَهُمْ رَدَمًا. I need your strength. I need manual power. I know what to do. I have the brains for it, but I need the bronze. I need the people. So Allah Azza wa Jal then mentions that they took big bellows of furnace and iron and copper, and they made a special type of barrier, and they put these people, they used these bellows of the furnaces on a massive scale, and they made an iron barrier that Allah Azza wa Jal mentions, فَمَسْطَاعُوا أَنْ يَظْهَرُوهُ وَمَسْتَطَاعُوا لَهُ نَقْبًا. Neither could they climb over the wall, nor could they come underneath it, nor could they bore a hole between it. So it is an effective barrier. قَالَ هَذَا رَحْمَةٌ مِّن رَبِّي. Dhul Qarnain, when he saw what he had done, he said, this is from Allah. Allah has blessed me. Allah has given me this. It's not from me. It is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then either Dhul Qarnain or Allah is speaking. We don't know which one. فَإِذَا جَاءَ وَعْدُ رَبِّي. Most likely it is Dhul Qarnain or an angel or somebody is saying this. But this wall is temporary. When the command of Allah comes, then this wall will be of no use. It will be gone. وَتَرَكْنَا بَعْضَهُمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ يَمُوجُ فِي بَعْضٍ. And on that day, these groups will be like waves, just intermixing amongst one another, and the trumpet will be blown. So this is the first mention of Dhul Qarnain, and it deals with the wall, the first mention of Yajuj and Majuj, and it deals with the wall that was built by Dhul Qarnain.